That was equal parts relaxing and terrifying to my core.
Speaking of butts.
Harry. Smash.
Or a whopping
Jeez.
17.
Well, it's dead, so there you go.
Alrighty.
That's how many hit points it had left.
Gotta wander in. Oh, thank God, I thought you were gonna die.
Never should have come here.
You shall not.
69 and got a pervert's robe.
Hello everyone, and welcome to DN Digital's Starships and Scoundrels campaign. My name is Dave, and I'll be your game master. We're using the Star Wars 5e system to tell the story of a crew of a smuggling freighter known as the Mayday, set about a year after the fall of the Jedi Order. Each session is going to be going live on Wednesdays around 3 p.m. Pacific time, so make sure to subscribe, click that bell, do all those YouTube things, and tune back in next week for more action. With all that out of the way, let's get into it.
Last time on Starships and Scoundrels, a deadly disease began to spread through the crew of the Mayday. With Huntail in critical condition, Dredd led the charge to find what was needed to heal his ally and Harry. The long tunnel collapsed around them, but the crew managed to narrowly escape the crushing water. The crew immediately split up to start exploring a new dark sector. H4 and Harry caught the attention of a small group of corrupted clones. The duo led the monsters to the rest of the crew, where they were swiftly defeated, leaving them in a darkened hall once again.
We return now to the crew of the Mayday as you all stand in what seems to be a furnished common area. The room around you is dry, but still carries a bit of like a mildewy scent about it. The occasional screech of some corrupted clone can be heard echoing through the halls, but none of them sound to be like they're too close by. And the group of clones that you all just killed lay inert at the front line of your group's battle feet. The only sources of light in the room that you have are R5's glow rod sticking caught up on top of his head, and Alo's lightsaber. You also notice the what has now become familiar to you sound of a metal droid rolling along the floor as H4 rolls out of the circle of the light and disappears out of sight. It's all right, I will be fine. Woohoo! And he rolls away.
Dave, this circle, is that a drop or a wall?
It's like a little bit of, it's got like a little bit of a like mid-century, like, you know, there's a sunken part of the room for no good reason, and there's like kind of a couch lining that area. It's like a big common room with like couches and things for people to kind of rest and relax on. There's also on one wall a big, like, looks pretty broken hollow projector.
Oh, fine. Do you mind shutting off that light?
Well, without it, I can't really see anything, so...
Well, with it, we're alerting our position to every creature that's in here.
Well, any creature that lives down here would be able to see in the dark anyway, right?
That's
yeah, but...
honestly a good question.
My grandma's got a good point there. So,
It's...
Oh, someone's gonna need to guide me if I'm turning this off.
I'm just talking about the possibility of stealth versus, you know, absolutely nothing. Just announcing our presence everywhere we go for something like a 60+ foot radius.
I hate to keep belaboring the point, but without this thing, I cannot see.
Hey, R5, give me an intelligence check.
15 total.
Yeah, you figure you could probably use like some of your tools to actually kind of tweak the settings on this to at least reduce the brightness. You could basically make it so you still have dim light out to the range you currently have, and it would make you far less noticeable, but still let you at least kind of see around you.
That would work. Would I need a mechanics kit in order to be able to do that?
Mechanics would probably more like a tinker's kit, but if you've got some kind of relevant kit, you're willing. I'm open to hearing about it.
That's the only one that I have proficiency in would be the mechanics kit. That's a 26.
Yeah, with the 26, you're able to reduce the light down. Like anything that gets close is still going to notice you, but it's not going to be, you know, from way far off outside of your own range of vision where things will start seeing you. They have to get kind of within the dark vision people's range to be able to see your own light.
Works for me.
So, I think we might want to, like, avoid splitting up for now. Just because every time we do that, it seems like we get ourselves into trouble. So, So we went down this way, right?
Yeah, that was the direction
That's where
nobody else went into the hallway other than H4 and Harry so far. But that is the direction that they brought the, brought them from. You also, up to the northwest side of the room, you had mostly cut through a door over there, but had gotten distracted by the corrupted clones before you actually had a chance to open the door.
All right. So do we want to try? We came through. Which door did we come through? This one, right?
I think it's outside your current vision. But that's
The one-
yeah. Oh, right. Sorry, it's
Okay.
grayed out.
Furthest
so
to
you can
west,
pick
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's the one.
All right.
I mean, I can show you which way I went. I can't hear you.
Shit.
I guess
So
we're
as
all
you start-
following.
All right. Are you guys trying to stealth as you go, or are you just going loud?
I will
Yes.
with the light. I will put my light claymore away, and I will attempt to
Okay.
stealth.
All right. Cool. Anybody who wants to stealth, give me a stealth check.
Anyone who is the least stealthy can have Granny guide you in being stealthy.
I will take it unless someone else wants it. I will take that guidance.
Yeah, I'd say, Alo, since you haven't rolled yet, you can still take the guidance.
Thank you. Oof, and I need it.
Oh, you and I have the same stealth.
Oh, wonderful. Great.
The same base score. I rolled higher than you did. I'm just saying that we have the same
great.
modifier.
Yeah, great. Thanks.
Oh, you can actually add a d6.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll deduct that too, and I'll take a d6. Thank you.
Okay, now you rolled higher than me.
Definitely
good.
better.
Don't let it go to your head.
Everybody good with that? Or any fate points going to be used?
Nope, I'm good with
I'll
that.
take a
Alrighty then.
19.
If he's good with 11, I'm good with a 15.
So yeah, Harry, as you all start, because the hallway's a little too small to actually for you to move your tokens. So the hallway ahead of you extends, let's see, it's what, like 30 feet off down the hallway. Towards the far end, there's a door on either side, and then it comes to a T. Off to the left, which is the north on the map, is where the clones came in from that attacked you. You saw a couple other doors off to the right side, but you're not quite sure where those lead yet.
I'm just taking them to the room where.
Okay, cool. Everybody following along to that room, or is anybody just gonna make? I'll move you into the hallway as you go, so you can see everything. But
Yeah, I'll follow.
you see there are a couple of tables that are laid out, and there's a door on the far end, and a door on the two doors on the close side to you, to your left and right. Then on the far end of it, like I said, looks like a room where people at least would kind of sit down, have like individual conversations at these tables and stuff. There's a few like currently not powered on data banks in the room, like different data access points, but they're not powered. And yeah, you already fought off the corrupted clones that were in here. So,
Dread, might this be where the information you're looking for is?
Why would this be where the information I'm looking for is?
Because I don't know what the information is. I'm just asking. Would it be in here?
You said this was like a break room, right, Dave?
this one looks like more of a meeting room than a break room.
Okay.
Yeah, like the tables seem set up specifically for more serious conversations. Like you don't see any, like, normally if it was like a break room, you'd expect to see some kind of like trash chutes for people to throw away their waste and stuff.
Are there any scomp links or computer terminals?
Yes, there are a few, but you can tell they're not powered on at the moment. So if either you can find the power for this sector or have your own way of powering it, you could access them. But you know currently they'd be pretty dead.
I don't think this is it.
Well, I mean, there were more rooms in the hallway back there if you really...
Yeah, let's take a look at those. He turns around, goes to walk past Granny. Oh, right, you're there.
Okay, so which of the doors back in the hallway do you want to go to? There are 4 other doors in that hallway.
I want to go to the one on the left facing in.
Could you ping it, please?
Yes, I can ping it. I'm just trying to describe it for our viewing
Okay.
audience.
Yeah, there's a door there. Do you just want to try to open it, or anything you want to do with it?
I want to listen at the door.
Give me a perception check.
Can I use investigation perchance?
Not for listening, I would say. Unfortunately, that's pretty perception skill wise.
12.
Sounds quiet on the other side of the door.
Right, I'm gonna try.
And then
to,
with your intelligence, you're like, well, these things haven't really been quiet so far, so probably at least not that.
I'm gonna try to wedge this door open.
Yeah, you're able. It's not locked. It's not like it's a much easier door to operate. It's not like in a safety like blast seal kind of area. And you're able to kind of crank it open. Inside it looks like a janitor's closet.
This is gotta be it, you guys.
Yeah,
This
you
is
see a little
gotta be
power.
it.
There's a little deactivated droid about maybe 12 inches tall, and it has this kind of like rotating scrubber on the front of it, and it looks like it's meant to kind of roll around and mop the area and clean up. There are a few kind of basic hand tools around. There's a few. You basically can find most components of some of the more basic like toolkits like that you would use for various things, like mechanics kit and tinkerers and things like that.
Replace the power cell on the droid.
Yeah, you'd have to use like a tinkerer, like some kind of either tinkerers or like some kind of droid related kit to be able to do that. But yeah.
As luck would have it, I have a Tinker's kit.
All right, go ahead and give me a tinkerer's kit check then.
23.
Oh yeah, easy. You're able to swap this out, and the lights on the droid begin to kind of spark up as it gets this new lease on life, and it's just. It's not even like really. It's not even speaking binary at this point. It's just kind of making whirring sounds as it kind of is waking up, starting up its systems and everything.
Hi, little
It's
guy.
kind of
Hello there.
erratic, like zipping around just all over the room around you.
All right, eager little guy.
All right. Calm down there. Calm down.
Detecting filth. Must clean, must clean, must clean. And then just the front buffer on it just starts whirling up, just and it starts going around, and the floor just starts reflecting underneath wherever it goes, like what little light there is in the room coming off of like your various electronic components. It starts to just like kind of shine a little bit.
Oh, mate, you got a second.
And it stops and just like looks at you expectantly.
What's your name?
I do not have a name. I am designation M4.
M4, you know what a power is to this sector?
Yes. It is on my normal service route.
Would you mind showing us where it is?
Schedule can be amended. I can direct you to the room on my way there.
Lovely. That is tremendous. And he's just gonna calm to the other guys. All right, I think I found a way to the power source, so we might be able to get some lights on in here.
Follow the pint-sized friend. Got it.
Check. And it just goes zooming out of the room. It'll occasionally stop and look back, notice that you're not dashing quite as fast as it, and then it'll wait for you to catch up and zoom off again. It's kind of just this quick little daisy chain as you go, and it leads you all back over into this room, and
Nothing
leads
like
you
a follow quest.
leads you right over to this door, right over here. Check. And then a little hatch opens up on the side of the door, and it goes zooming in underneath to the other side, and the hatch closes behind it.
It doesn't look like R5 could fit in there, does it?
No, it's like...
No.
So the droid's
Okay.
like 12 inches tall. This hole is like
Yeah.
14 inches tall.
Okay.
All right.
Dredd will just try to open the door.
This
Start
one
with.
is much more heavily like kind of messed up and budged in.
Harry's gonna try to.
All right.
Hold it.
Using your vibro battle axe for that, or just your hands?
Okay, when you say it opens from left,
It's like the
to
Star
right,
Wars.
not,
It goes sideways.
north to south?
Yeah.
Okay, then yes, I will use my.
All right. Go ahead and give me a strength check at advantage, please.
Natural 20 for.
Oh yeah,
25.
you go and you just crank it. This thing screeches and you hear the klunk as it just slams onto the far side of it. Can you roll me a d6, please? Nice.
3.
There are
Right
3
down the middle.
of the corrupted clones on the inside of the room, so I'm gonna need everybody to roll initiative, please.
Well,
Inside this room, as you start to hear, you see all of these creatures turn their heads around and start to scream out a bit. But you are able to glance and see that there's just tons of wiring and various power components and tons of electronics just lining the walls of this room as it kind of extends off around the curve. And first up, we have got R5. What would you like to do?
yep. Move over here
Mm-hmm.
and fire a blaster.
All right. I don't believe that you have broken your stealth since earlier, so you can roll at advantage.
All right. So that is 21 total to hit
A 21 will hit.
for 10 points of energy damage. Use the rest of my movement to back up a little bit and end my turn there.
No sneak attack?
Or actually, sneak attack, you're right. So sneak attack, that is 9 points of damage total.
Much better. It's looking rough now.
And can I attempt to use my bonus action to hide?
You need to break line of sight to do that. So if you just move a little, if you move so your token can't see any of the enemies, then you can make a stealth check.
I can't see any currently.
I would suggest breaking line of sight more by putting objects between you and it, because it has a bit longer vision than you do.
Fair enough.
Just at the moment. So maybe if you just move that way. There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Cozy up on over.
R5's trained enough in those ways. He would know it's like, okay, get behind cover kind of stuff. So nice. Yeah. Stealth check, please.
That is a 27 total.
Yeah, you are very hidden. Go ahead and put that little ninja icon on your token if you don't mind. And we're on to Harry Johnson and Yaba.
So do you want me to run in or just funnel them closer to us?
Neat. Harry, smash.
All right.
All right.
He runs in, and he's going to Vibro Battle
Heck
Axe attack that one. 17.
That'll hit.
14.
That is enough, and you kill that one. And it's once you get in here, you notice that these ones have that same, far more emaciated look that the other ones you've encountered in this sector had, compared to the freshly turned clones from before.
All right. And then I am going to attack the one directly north of me, or 22, which will hit for a whopping 11.
Very nice. Yeah, as you're just kind of going in, just hacking your way through, you just hear them all start and start at least seeming like all their attention's on you. But first, it's Granny's turn.
How high are the ceilings in this room?
10 feet? Oh no, they're like 15 feet. But yeah, 15.
Okay. So if she were to force grab this guy and throw him up, would he hit the ceiling?
No, it wouldn't quite hit, I don't think.
All right. Then she's
It would
gonna.
at least be at the limit of, like, it might touch, but it wouldn't be like a hard impact.
Actually, now that I think about it, if I move him out of range of Harry, he would get an op attack, right?
No, it has to be them choosing to move themselves.
Okay. Then she's just going to throw him into the wall that's right next to him.
All right. That's a save on his part, right?
Yes, a strength saving throw.
Okay. That would be a 17.
That's enough.
Unfortunately, it is just in its fury that it is exerting. It's just not quite enough, as it's just so focused on trying to get to Harry right now.
All right, that's Granny's turn.
Drod.
All right. Well, I can't see anything from the angle I'm at, really, so I'm gonna
yes, I do believe you
travel
got
5 feet
a wall just a
inward,
bit.
venturing in, and I am going to see the two on Harry, and I will launch a storming shot at the one directly on him.
Okay, go ahead and
So the
roll
one that is
attack,
in melee
please.
with him. I will do that with my disruptor pistol, and that is a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
So that's 2 acid damage.
I mean, it takes the 2 acid damage.
And it is shocked.
Nice. Yeah, you see that this acid, like, just this like little
Wait.
glob just
Yes.
yeah,
Sorry, I was
this
making sure.
this little glob launches out of your pistol and just hits on the side of its rib cage, and you see it kind of start to melt away a little bit, and this tiny little zapper that you embedded inside just sends this shock, and you can kind of see the electricity crackling along its skin.
You got this, Harry! And he's just gonna duck behind the wall again.
Nice, and it is on to their turn. So 2 of them are still up. So Harry, let's start with the one that's on you. It's going to make a claw attack.
23.
All right, you're good. You're able to kind of fend that claw attack off with your Vibro Battle Axe. And the other one is going to run up on the other side of you and do the same. So another defense roll, please. 22 is also good enough. You're very much surrounded by these things as they're just kind of like grabbing all over you, but none of them are quite able to make purchases. You just keep swatting them back off.
Been hurt by you guys before. I know your movements.
I know your tactics. And it's Alo's turn.
All right, Alo's gonna run in.
Yeah, your light source might not be illuminating the room too much for you outside of your own lightsaber range. But once you get in, you'll be able to tell what direction they're in, at least just from the sound.
Yeah, I can't see anything.
So how far did you move to get there?
I moved 30 feet. That was 30 feet to get there.
30 feet? You can hear that they're off to your right. Probably within, let's see, they are about another 30 feet away from you.
I am going to stay here, and I will take the dodge action.
All right, you are dodging. Back up to the top of the round, R5. It is your turn.
5, 10, 15. And I can see this guy right here, so taking another shot at
That
him.
one is dead. That one is dead.
Oh, never
Hence
mind.
hence the X. Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't see. Yeah, I couldn't see
The
the
horse.
All good.
dim
So yeah,
light. Man, that's crazy. Okay.
I'll get you.
So I can move in and see these guys. That is 27 total to hit.
That'll hit.
10 points of energy damage. And with a sneak attack, that's 11 more. So 21 total.
All right, that's enough to finish that one off. As it's starting to clamber onto Harry, you just blast it in the side of the head, and it just falls limp off to the side and clatters against the wall.
Nice. I will slink over into this corner and attempt to hide. That's a 12.
Good to know.
Yeah, I don't need to burn a fate point on that.
All right, on to Harry. You just got the one left on you.
I want to do something. All right. Vibro Battle Axe.
All right.
To that one. For 15.
15 will hit.
All right. For a whopping
Jeez.
17.
Well, it's dead. So there you go.
Alrighty.
That's how many hit points it had left.
Max
Jeez
die,
Louise.
baby. Max die.
I haven't seen you roll quite that high, at least for a while. I forgot you could do that much damage. But nice.
Yep.
So yeah, with that, you are able to take out the last one.
He was going to screw back. All right, guys. Room's clear.
Yeah. As you say that, the room now seems quiet and relatively safe.
Greta wander in. Oh, thank God! I thought you were gonna die. I mean, I totally had faith in you, buddy.
not seen me
That
at
was
all?
Great. Good job. Totally believed in you. All right, now let's look at the power
You
here.
know what? I'm starting to worry about you. He's gonna get a closer look at you.
Okay, what are you trying to determine from him?
If he's sick.
That would be a medicine check.
Fuck.
Especially with the amount of cybernetic replacements that his body has gone through, you have no idea if he is sick or healthy.
He's just gonna put his hand on his forehead, or where his forehead should be. You're not looking too good, buddy.
What do you say that?
Your head is hot.
Yeah, my head is hot
Like
because
really
it's
hot.
attached to a microprocessor that's processing at 10,000 teraflops per second.
You're also very angry for some reason.
He's just gonna go
Did one of those things scratch you?
see how to turn the power on in this room.
Okay, yeah, that'd be an intelligence check.
Harry's just gonna keep an eye on him.
Yeah, you keep a weather eye.
23 again.
Yeah, you can tell that it's kind of a multi-stage system. One person doing it on their own, it would take a bit longer, like probably a half hour to get it up and running. But if you get multiple people all working on it, like 3 people making good enough checks in the meta sense of it, you could do it in probably 10 minutes.
R5.
Yep.
And gonna try to suss out between Granny and Ayla which one seems smarter.
Harry's just gonna raise his hand and say,
He's
I
just
think-
gonna keep
I think
trying
Harry
to
should
suss
do it.
out which one is smarter.
"Pick me, pick me.
I think Harry looks very eager.
Come on,
Put me in, coach.
I can do this. I can do this."
Well, fine, if it'll shut you up. Okay. Probably just gonna get in the way if I don't let you
Yes.
help anyway.
It'll be intelligence checks. If you guys have tools or skills, feel free to pitch them. But
Would Mechanics Kit be applicable here?
yes, indeed.
Okay.
Slicer's kit? Tinker's kit?
Probably more just a technology check for you at that point. Those aren't
Okay.
neither of those are quite right for power systems, I would say, at this scale.
Bowcaster?
All these things do have actual like definitions in the rule book of what they're used for.
That is true.
Bowcaster would probably work if your goal is to turn the power off permanently.
Permanently.
What about Vibro
Same.
Battle?
See,
Yeah,
this is
same
why I
deal.
was concerned about you helping out.
Okay, don't worry, I got this. I'm really smart.
Sometimes you just need to give it a good whack.
I rolled a 21 on the Mechanics Kit.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't choose her.
Ha! I rolled a 17.
Dirty 20.
All right. Yeah. Between the 3 of you, you are able to get the power back up and running for the sector. It only takes you about 10 minutes or so as you kind of all start going around, plugging different stuff in, working on different things. For those of you not working on it, is there anything you want to do during this time? This is like 10 minutes, real quick.
Can I examine one of the one of the corpses of the zombified trooper?
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
Oh man, I was hoping for some family time.
Investigation.
Like quality time with your grandmother.
They're,
What happens
What do I see,
when you
Dave?
don't pay attention to Nana?
What do I see, Dave?
You start.
What did you roll, Matt?
Yeah, what did you roll?
Oh, I rolled a 1, everybody.
You rolled.
This is known as a
There
botch.
you go.
It is the lowest possible thing you can roll on a 20-sided die. So, what did I see, Dave?
You go directly up to the one that that Drod had shot with his pistol, and the very first thing you do is you start investigating. You just put your hand directly into the hole that was kind of melted into its side, and your hand's just covered in goo now. I mean, they're corpses, and they're very. You can tell they were human at some point, but it's been a long time since they were human.
That's it. Alo's not going to try to do anything else.
All right. Anything Granny wants to do, or just gonna hang out and meditate?
Granny's gonna look at various panels and stuff and pretend like she can actually see it.
Yeah, I mean, you do. Give me a. What?
She's just looking
That
at
feels
her.
like a performance
yes, of
check.
course.
Unless if you want to do deception. Give me one of those.
Well, I have proficiency in deception, so I guess I'll
Okay, yeah, go for deception.
18.
18. Granny, you all kind of notice her as you're actually doing things. You're kind of confused because it seems like she's actually like manipulating these panels and like helping you get ready, but you're not really sure how because nothing she's doing should work. Just it's very off-putting. You're a little impressed. Oh, by the way, this room also has a door on 2 doors on the south side that lead outwards. Just for your information.
So is it like bright light now, or?
Yeah, the whole place. You hear the generators start to spin up, just, and all the lights just begin to come on all around.
Okay. Well, do we want to go through one of these doors?
We're here. We might as well.
I choose this door.
I love that decision.
I'm
It's
the
using that door.
captain.
I'm
As he goes
choosing
to
The
the-
captain says this door.
Great.
Well, I guess we
Nice.
gotta listen to the captain.
Good job, Captain. As he goes for a high five.
He hits in the forehead.
Granny takes a second. She's like,
And it, yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, we'll get it
So
next
good.
time.
Yeah, you go up this door. It's now that the power's on, you can just easily open it. It's not under any kind of lockdown mode, and you see into what looks like that kind of outer ring hallway with like multiple safety blast doors kind of lining all around. So there's a door to your immediate right, which is to the west, and then there's 2 doors off to your left. One that looks like it continues along this exterior hallway, and then one that goes back in. Well, you could probably judge it's back to an area you've been.
So this door to the right might just enter that other door on the other side that we were just in. That
Very possibly, yeah.
Too.
Tell you what, why don't we go back to that meeting room and we'll see if those computers work now.
Okay. He's gonna go this way.
Yeah,
where
might as well. Yep, you go there and you see the hallway goes through.
Oh,
Alright,
he
guys,
can't
come
just
on.
run off. Oh, and he's running off again.
Can't stop the Wookiees momentum.
Apparently not.
All
So yeah,
There
you
we
all,
go.
comes around.
You all kind of progressively shuffle your way on through, and yeah, you do see that these access points and like the panels are active now.
All right, I would like to try to access them.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a technology check, please. You can do Slicer's Kit as
Right.
well if you'd like.
Well, E1.
Very nice. So yeah, 21. You're able to get into your particular access port. There's a second one that R5 can go up and use. But first we'll do what Dread gets access to. You see basically what starts to come up as a list of various patient files. Seems like this is a room where they would meet with people and discuss various treatments and what needed to be done on the clones in like an operational level. And because they're all just clones, they're kind of like, hey, we're not dealing with the doctor-patient confidentiality thing here. You're all just soldiers, so we're just going to sit you down and tell you what's going on. You can see various kind of sets of different logs actually all throughout And in particular, the ones that start to catch your attention are mentions of this disease being brought back into Tapaka City from outside that seems to be slowly spreading through the clones. And they're trying to stamp it out over time, trying to figure out how the infection got into them, where kind of patient zero originated. But they seem to all think it came from off the planet, at least, coming back in. They've had consultations with various ones in here. You see a little bit about different kinds of treatment that they tried to administer to help them, but ultimately all of the treatment that at least the doctors in this area came to, they said that at best they slowed down the progression of the disease. But yeah, that's what you find in there. R5, use Scomplink into the other panel. Give me a technology check, unless you have a Slicer's kit.
Will do. I do have a Slicer's kit, but it'd be the same roll anyway.
Then whichever you like.
Although, actually, I do have a security spike I might be able to use. But let's see how this one goes first. That's a 25 total, so I think that's gonna stay for the time being.
Okay, so yeah, you get a 25. You end up coming across a lot of similar patient files and things like that, but you access kind of more things about like troop assignments, what groups that they were coming in from, where they were supposed to be sent off to, some various records about how there's a couple of rooms in this particular sector that are designated as like low priority recovery rooms and like higher like ICU type rooms. Well, there are 2 rooms at large, and each one has like rows of beds, kind of like a MASH hospital, which I realize is redundant, but like a MASH unit hospital wing where they'll just have like people all kind of lined up.
Oh, that's that.
Is this a door on the west side of this room?
Yes, there is a door on the west side, a door and 2 doors on the east that go out. Most of the doors you go to in here don't have labels, but you do see that the ones going to your east indicate there's a hangar on the other side.
All right, he's going to go to the door on the west and see what's inside first.
You can enter in. You see that this is kind of somewhat of an operating room. There's a bunch of these beds with various kind of like medicine droids all strapped up around them and kind of harnessed and in various postures to be able to do basic operations and stuff like that. Kind of all lining along the western wall. Just there's like probably 15 of them lining the whole way. And give me a, let's see, it would be either a yeah, it'd probably be, well, it would probably be medicine, but you could do investigation with a slightly higher DC.
I will take the higher DC.
Okay.
I will absolutely take the higher DC.
All right, give me an investigation check.
I'm going to use a fate point to make this at advantage. Good thing. 25.
Nice. So kind of combined with some of the knowledge you got from the documents that you were, well, not documents, but files you were reading through just a moment ago, you at least know that these could kind of treat a lot of pretty basic injuries. They also, in this case, in a more meta sense, you could use them if you rest in them for an hour. You can regain half of basically any kind of resource that you have that's like innate to your character, like class resource or whatever, back. So you can, like, half hit points that are lost, half of your tech points that have been used, etc., can be rejuvenated for an hour of rest.
Is this a one-time use?
Once per day. Yeah, and there's a bunch of them, so everybody could use if they wanted to.
How we all feeling?
If your class has anything that you only get one use of, by the way, it rounds up, so you'll get that one use back.
Oh, that's great.
Is it connected to the wall?
Yeah, the beds themselves are mounted onto the wall. It's completely empty underneath. It's basically a flat platform, and then a bunch of these kind of like mechanical medicine droid arms, like with needles and various other things, all kind of wrapping around the side. Basically, if you lay down in this, it'll start operating on you to treat your wounds and tiredness.
Gotcha. But I guess my question.
Okay.
The reason why I'm asking this is, can I take one?
You don't think that it would survive being ripped off the wall, and it would take it.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool. Yeah, that's
yes. No,
I mean,
they
these
are
things
very
need
much
power anyway. So
Well, I mean, we could have took it to the ship and kept one in the ship.
tell you what, after we're done, I'll do some research on how it works, and maybe we can
It would be
I
a
guess.
tight fit in the sub, by the way, to try to squeeze one. You might be able to do it, but you're basically going to be wedging it in.
Can we tie it on the outship? On the sub?
He's determined.
The water damage
could-
alone.
You can try. You can certainly try.
It's nice to have one of these beds.
Oh
Dre.
no, that's why
What
I'm
do you
saying
want?
I could just think about building one.
Ah, that's so much longer than just having it here already.
Holy shit. And he just gets onto the bed.
Okay.
Just instant gratification with
Wait,
you.
wait, where are you
Alo
getting
will
up?
also hop on one of the beds.
Okay, just for reference, this will not work on droids because it is purely meant for biological organisms.
Well aware. I'm just gonna take a
Oh,
moment
wait.
to reload my blaster
So-
pistol.
You are biological enough.
Okay, good.
Until the last piece of organic material in you is removed, we're treating you as a biological organism for the sake of how healing works. But once that last bit of flesh is gone and you're fully transferred into a cybernetic brain, then yeah, you're getting droid treatment.
Just watch out for that cyberpsychosis.
Okay. Do we have? We don't have to stay the hour, right?
Well, you have to stay in the machine for the full hour to get the benefits of it.
Got you. Okay. Are we gonna stay here for an hour?
As he's just lying on the bed, he just raises his hand. I would like to, yes.
Are we unconscious? Are we sleeping? Or is it like
You would be like anesthetized, but just like more kind of local rather than like an overall one. So that way, whatever's being worked on and fixed, you will be awake through it, but you won't be feeling it.
I mean, if they really want to get in there and heal up, I'm okay with that. I will stand outside.
Okay. You could also, if you have anything to get back on a short rest, you can just short rest it during the hour too. So, yeah, you guys are inside of this kind of medical room. Some of you are still in the other room. And Dread, I actually forgot to give it to you, but as you were digging through the system, you actually find an early file that probably was intended to be deleted, or at least stored into a more secure place. But you do see Lynn's name attached to it as like the person keeping this record.
Yeah, he would have downloaded that.
Yeah, sorry. Harry and R5 are hanging out basically in the other room. Do you two chat
Yep.
while Harry's keeping watch and everything?
You know, you should really invest in one of those night vision.
Yeah, I mean, if I see anything down here, then I'll be happy to upgrade myself. But for right now,
That's the thing, though. You won't see it.
you know, I can't tell if that was intentional or if that's just you being honest.
Why would it be intentional? You really can't see
No,
anything.
I mean, you meaning that as a joke.
No, because you really can't
Yep,
see anything.
that's.
I'd understand if you could see at least something, but you wouldn't be able to see
I've
it.
at least got the
So-
glow stick for now. It's.
I'll keep an eye on out for something that you can use. What it is that I'm supposed to be looking for, I have no clue. But I
I
will
imagine
look
it'd
for
be
something.
like a tinted lens of some kind, or maybe some internal upgrades. Who knows?
I will keep
Some
an
that
eye-
looks like a chip.
like a potato chip.
that's literally? Oh my god.
Aren't you like supposed to know everything? Because you're not, you're.
I know everything there is to know about piloting, not what a potato is. Not really big into eating personally, so yeah, it makes sense. I wouldn't know what a potato is.
Well, you could have started with that instead of me trying to explain it to you.
I never asked you to explain it to me in the first place, but okay.
You said, "What's a potato chip?" How is that not me trying to have you explain what a potato chip is?
By the maker, this is going to be a long hour.
And the hour continues on like that
God.
for quite a while, until eventually everybody else is done with their resting. It was a little bit disrupted by the sounds outside, but you were all probably busy looking at each other getting operated on. Anyway,
Red'll stretch out and that was equal parts relaxing and terrifying to my core. What was your least favorite part? And he just looks at Alo.
Probably waking up and having to wake up next to 3/4 robot, 1/4 human hybrid thing that yells at me and grabs my butt all the time.
You could tell him not to grab your butt. You should try it now. Maybe it'll work.
So, Dredd, you know, it's not that I'm not grateful for all the help you've done, and I know you're just trying to like look out for me and try to, you know, look out for what's best for me as a person. But speaking of butts, the next time it's really dark out and, I can't see, I know that you can, and you're just trying to, look out for me. But let's try, holding hands and maybe guiding me by the shoulders. There's a lot of other things you could guide me by, not just, my derriere. I think there's other options you can use, so maybe
Holding
next time.
hands.
No, I don't think holding hands. Just sort of okay, let's scratch that. Let's say just sort of guide me by the shoulders, like taking me by the shoulders, and maybe try that way.
Guide you by the shoulders.
Let's go with that. Or I'll just avoid, dark areas altogether when I'm with you. That's probably my fault. I could do that. So
You could do that.
I avoid pitch dark areas. I could try to do that.
So you could try to do that.
I could try to do that. Yeah. How about I just I'll try to avoid pitch dark areas, and you don't guide me by the butt anymore. I think that's a very fair deal we can make.
All right, I'll get it. No ifs, ands, or buts.
Yes. Really underlining the third one there. Yes. No ifs, ands, or buts. Thank you. And Ayla will get up and very quickly leave.
You guys see a chip in there?
A chip? Like what kind of chip? Like a computer chip?
He was talking about upgrades to help me see in the dark.
Oh, I don't know.
What are you talking about out there?
Well, I was telling him he should probably invest in one of those night vision eyes.
Yeah, I'll just pop on to the local
But not.
Fry's Electronics down here.
What's that?
Don't worry about it.
And then he said it's a chip, and then I said like a potato chip, and he didn't know what a potato.
What's the potato chip?
Oh God, he's just gonna walk.
Okay, so there are a few doors leading out of these various rooms. There were the two I mentioned that seemed to go into a hangar. There's also a couple of doors way at the far end of the operation treatment room that you were all getting worked on in. And then there's, of course, the hallway back and the other rooms that you didn't explore that way.
I vote we check out the two doors down here. Let's try maybe this one.
I'm down with it. All fine. And he'll lower his voice to try to remain unheard by as many people
others.
as possible.
All right, give me a stealth check.
Great at this, you guys. You're not going to be able to hear a word I say. 13.
Okay, so that would be 13 on perception. Well, I mean, technically R5 wouldn't hear, but you're talking directly to him, so he would hear. You also would not hear yourself, but you're the one speaking the words. So
Nobody involved in this conversation can hear what's happening.
No,
Granny can hear it, though.
not able to hear, but Granny hears, yeah, and Harry can hear.
He just does a really loud stage whisper, just like, "Did you happen to catch any files that were from Lynn on your terminal?"
Lynn?
The tall, skinny, white, creepy one.
Oh,
with the big eyes.
Honestly, I kind of glossed over. I might have found something, but couldn't remember the details.
Nothing at least popped up in your search that seemed to be labeled by Lynn.
Was she one of the subjects, or would this have been something that she input?
Just let me know if you see a name on any of the terminals and moving forward, alright?
I'll keep an eye out.
Much obliged. And he will start following Alo to the north door.
Alright. So Alo's up at that door, and so this door appears to be unlocked.
I'm gonna put my ear up to it and give it a listen.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Motherfucker.
Thank God.
Wow.
Total?
There we go.
I'm gonna see if I can keep this going. How many ones can I get?
What'd you roll, Matt?
That is another one, just like the one I rolled on my last D20 roll.
But your total is...
my total is 2, because I do have a +1.
You're improving! You're making progress.
Technically, it is better.
Hey, Matt, you know there are other numbers on that die.
I don't want other numbers. I want 1.
That's number 1.
That's
number 1.
Exactly.
So yes, you put your ear up. You don't hear any sound on the other side.
Okay. Well, it's not locked.
No.
Okay. Alo will press the console to slide it open.
Yeah, you push it open, and inside of this room, you find what looks like kind of the equivalent of like an ICU. It's like clearly set up with a few more medical tools laying around. And you see there are actually some cabinets that look like they haven't been opened in a while, like various supply cabinets and stuff like that, and a lot of just kind of emergency like response, like there's like a cardiac arrest kit sitting in there, stuff like that.
What is the equivalency of a health potion?
That would be a med pack.
Can I search for med packs?
You certainly can. Give me an investigation check.
I would like to assist.
Yeah, go ahead and you have proficiency, right?
Yes.
Okay, Alo, you can just roll at advantage.
All right.
Okay.
Let's see if I can get 2 ones. Snake eyes on d20s. Wow.
Well, they're not ones.
You got 1, 2,
Hey, if
and
you
now
use a
3.
fate point, you can re-roll that at advantage.
Yes, you can. Yes, if you use a fate point, you can re-roll at advantage, as Paul said.
How many fate points do we have? We have 7?
3.
Yeah,
We have enough.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm just gonna
Roll
mark it
2
off
3s,
already
looking for a
because-
1.
Let's keep the fun bus going here. All right, I'll do it again.
Fun bus. Get a 4. Get a 4. Get a 4.
Two
Get a
twos.
4.
2 2s.
Hang on, guys. I need complete concentration to do this.
Hey,
He did get a 4.
I got a 4. I did get a 4.
There was a
I did get a
4.
4.
So total
18.
18. Very nice. Okay, so you were able to find 3 med packs in this room. They work a little differently from health potions. It has to do with like you roll based on your hit die size. So check out those rules. They're on Star Wars 5e's website.
Got it. Okay. So
And do you want to hold on to all
not.
of those, or you're the one who finds them, so you can do what you want?
I'm gonna hold
Well, I
on to
guess
1.
Dredd sees you find them, so
I'm gonna hold on to 1, but I will give the other 2 to whoever would like them. I assume these only work on organics, right?
yes, you would need a repair kit for droids.
Right. Okay.
Granny has something in her inventory now.
Hey, Granny has an
This is a med
inventory.
pack. Harry, you use it in case you've got like a lot of wounds, or if anything's hurting, you can use it and it'll make you feel better. I know you don't usually have that problem, but I thought it just might be a good idea for you to have one.
Okay. I will. Don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I will take it.
Yeah, and then because it's working like health potions, it'd be a bonus action to administer to yourself, action to administer to somebody else. And whenever you do that, whoever receives the benefit of it, you roll your hit die plus your con modifier for how many hit points you get back. So it works like a short rest, basically.
Wonderful. All right then.
And there's
all right.
another door to your west, door to your north, and then back the way you came.
Let's do the door to the west. That way we sort of finish the semicircle. I will once again put my ear to the door.
Give me a perception check.
Oh boy, outstanding. Now, guys, I'm eventually going to get 20. That's why this is good. It's only going up.
You
That's a
hear
7.
Oh, sorry. What's it total?
7.
Makes the same. Makes no difference either way.
Oh, 8. 8. Yeah.
Between 7 or 8. So, yeah. So you listen at the door. You hear a slight kind of shuffling, like a little bit of a scraping sound, but
I'm going to sort of gesture for everyone to come into the room with.
roll me a d6 and then roll for initiative.
Yes.
What could it be?
It's going to be 4.
All right. There are 4 more of these corrupted clones kind of all packed into this room.
Forsooth, a fearsome foe.
Jesus Christ. All right. I don't like double digits anyways.
You sure don't.
All right. First up, well, players go first in a tie. So, Harry, you are up.
Oh,
Yeah, you
right.
see 4 of them in this room.
Technically 3, but I will take it a little.
Fair enough.
So I am going to rage and then just run in. Can I get
Yeah, you can get through
Through
there.
here?
It's not blocking you.
excuse me.
Dredd will even lean out of the way, just be like, "Oh, smash, please."
And then attack this one directly.
Yeah, go for it.
South of me. 25
That hits.
for 8.
All right.
Kinetic
Takes
damage.
it.
And then attack again. 19
That'll hit.
for 15.
Woo.
15.
It's still up, but you've taken one of its legs off with that swing.
And they wouldn't be able to get past me.
They could try to squeeze past you. They would have like difficult terrain kind of wedging through that gap.
Okay. I will stand there so they cannot get past. Well, would have to try very, very hard to get past me.
And it is on to them. So they do see all the mess of you being there. The front one's going to kind of scramble through to get to right there. This one's going to, and they're all going to come scrambling on up over there. 3 of them are going to attack Harry. Can you give me a defense roll for the one that was closest that didn't go past you first?
17.
17 is good enough for that first one as it just wheels around and sees you charging in and tries to slash at you with its claws. Next one, defense roll, please.
22.
22 is also good enough, and a third one at disadvantage because I'm going to use a fate point for that one.
24.
24. Yeah, once again, you just, in your rage, are just batting these things off, not caring about their claws touching you at all. And there's one more that came in, and it's going to go for Alo. So, Alo, I'm going to need you to give me a defense roll, please.
I know your guys' movement.
18.
18 is also good enough. Yeah, you guys are just deflecting these things, just kind of swatting their claws away as they're just scrambling and screaming through the doors. R5, it is your turn.
I have no mouth and I must shank. So
Okay.
I'm going to move up and use the Hidden Blade.
Okay.
If I have an ally within 5 feet, would that offer advantage or no?
No.
Roll that. That is a 22 to hit.
22 hits, and it's sneak attack that triggers because you have an ally.
Gotcha. That's what it is. So that is 8 kinetic damage with an additional 6 from the sneak attack.
All right, you kill that one.
Shimmy on into the corner and attempt to use a bonus action to hide.
One of them can still see you from there, unfortunately.
Nuts.
All right, Granny.
Granny is going to cast Valor, which is the not bless. Even though it says you bless up to 3 creatures, it's a different thing.
Yeah, totally not blessed.
Ballard.
Yeah.
Nice. Who are you choosing?
Harry, Alo, and Dreadrod. Draw Dick's cocks on.
Yes, the Dix Cox man. Okay, you got the yellow pip, so you're valorified or valorized or whatever.
I like Valorized.
Yeah, valorized sounds fun.
She's gonna move back there. That's her turn.
On to Dread, who has now been valorized. What would you like to do?
Yeah. Another storming shot with the disruptor pistol at the guy directly behind Harry.
Okay,
That is a 22 to hit.
that'll hit.
That'll be another 2 acid damage. And he is shocked at the acid damage.
Hey, you forgot your Valorized.
Oh, wow.
Valor doesn't
Okay.
add to damage rolls, and it can't create a crit.
But guess what?
Feels
Alright,
good,
I'll
okay?
roll the, what is it? It's a D4, right?
It's a D4.
D4. It's a
D4.
D4.
It's a
It's a D6.
It's a 25.
Look at that.
It's a D4.
It's a D4. It's a 25.
25 still hits, yes. Anything else for Dread?
Oh, thank God.
It's a much
I know, you were
scarier
very
number.
concerned
Oh,
that
man.
somehow that was going to miss.
Oh no, Dave! Now I want to invent a game system where you have to hit a target number, and if you roll too high, oh boy, oh that
I
would be
hate
so bad. It'd be a great one shot.
I hate everything.
What would be
but
the
what are you-
point?
Just to troll people and make them get excited for rolling high and then realize, crap, I didn't want to roll high. But it's not even a roll low. It's not even a roll under system where you can get excited about rolling low. It's like, I don't know, I want a 9?
It's called the golf. It's called the golf.
But it still isn't.
Well, no, because
roll
you also
under.
can't
It's still
roll
not
too
roll.
low. It's
Yeah, it's the worst of both
It's the
worlds.
tabletop. It's the tabletop RPG equivalent of that game where you have to hit the button at the exact right moment or you fail.
That sounds like fun.
No. Does Dread have anything else he's gonna do?
You got this, Harry. And he's gonna duck around behind Ayla.
All right. On to Alo's turn.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
Halo will. This is probably all like this little cluster right here is probably all difficult terrain, right?
Yeah, you can't. You could get onto the
20.
spot where I'll just get rid of that one. You could get into that spot. You just can't quite get through. But you could hit this one.
I have one lightsaber attack coming up. I am valorified, which is a D6 or D4.
D4.
4.
D4. Okay,
I
cool.
misspoke. It is a D4.
It could be a D6, but I didn't
Maybe.
want to spend the extra force points for what I think is going to be a pretty easy fight.
Probably a wise decision. So that's 18, so 21.
Nice. That hits.
That is going to be 13 energy damage to this guy.
All right. Still up.
And I got a second attack coming his way. That's 26. So
Yeah, that hits.
lovely. That's going to be 12 more energy damage.
Oh, so close. It's holding on by a thread, and you just start carving into this thing with your lightsaber. Top of round 2, Harry Johnson Inyaba.
He's gonna attack
This one? Sorry, the okay, yeah. Go for it.
Yes.
That's very nice of you.
Don't think of that. Lego Battle Axe for 12.
12 hits.
17
Nice.
damage. And then he's gonna attack it again. For 21. Another 17.
That kills that one.
And yeah, he's just gonna stand there. You shall not.
Yep, exactly. On to their turn. So we got one coming for Harry, for the one that is shocked. He's going to try to swing at you.
18.
18 is good enough as you just keep swatting him away. It's like nothing to you now. And then over to Alo. I'm going to use a fate point for you to roll it. Disadvantage as this one tries to attack you back.
Okie dokie. So that's a 17.
17 is barely enough as you just get you kind of get the hilt of your lightsaber back up and just kind of deflect its hand off as it's coming at you.
Yippee.
R5, it is your turn.
Yep, that it is. I would like to get in on the fun here and try to Hidden Blade this guy. For 26 total to hit, that's 6 points of kinetic damage, and then sneak attack will fire for 9 additional points.
All right, still up.
Okay, bonus action, disengage, and get out of that hallway.
How much is your movement?
My movement speed is 30, so if I would have to stop...
you can't get through Harry with your movement speed because allies are difficult terrain.
Oh.
You in it for the long haul, baby.
All right, so you're going to stick there?
Yep.
Granny.
Nice. And what is that symbol on that guy?
That means it is shocked from Dread's storming shot.
Oh. Granny's going to try to force push this guy into this guy. So that guy needs to make a strength saving throw.
It was a natural 20 on the die for the strength save.
Damn.
Then that is Granny's turn.
It's the only time I'm rolling well right tonight is on those strength saves. Everything else has not been great, but that's how it goes. All right, on to Dread.
All right, another storming shot with the disruptor pistol. This one on the not shocked guy to Harry's left. That's a dirty 20.
Yeah, that hits.
You're valorized.
23.
That's a 23. See, that's so much better.
Valorizing everybody but the droid, huh?
I valorized you last time.
That's fair.
So that'll be 4 acid damage. And
It's
then
actually enough to. It's actually enough to kill it.
But there's still damage dealt to the other guy, which is 2d6. That's 4 points of lightning damage.
Well, I mean,
It's looking worse than it was before.
That is my turn.
All right, Alo,
Oh,
you're up.
finish him, Harry. I mean, Ilo.
So, Alo, you can move through the side where Harry is there. So.
Okay. Alo kind of gives Dread a double take look and then runs in and will take a swing. 18.
Okay, 18 hits.
No.
Okay. 12. Another 12 points of energy damage.
That's enough.
Okay.
It's dead.
You know.
All right, and we're going to drop out of initiative, and you guys find yourself in a much more less urgent looking kind of hospital bed type, just set up with kind of like a row on either side of beds that are just kind of people to lay out and rest while they recover from post-surgery kind of stuff.
I'm just gonna do a check. Just gonna inspect it.
Yeah, investigation check, please.
Anything useful? God fucking damn it. That's an 8.
Asks for help.
Okay, you good with an 8? Or if anybody else wants to look, you can also look. That is allowed.
Yeah.
I would like to investigate
piling
of
in.
my own volition this time
There you go.
instead of just
Okay.
being the Watson
Okay, Dread, go ahead and give me an investigation check.
to Alo's makeshift Sherlock Holmes. That's a 21 in
Okay.
investigation.
Harry is too, just to show that. Just to show
Okay,
Alo
before
how
you
to-
roll, Dread, roll me a D100, please.
Ooh, secrets.
78. You kind of start sifting through. There's some like even kind of foot lockers just for personal effects type stuff at the base of the beds. Most of them are empty, but you get to one that you open up, and you actually find a tool upgrade kit inside of there, where you can basically advance a standard toolkit up to the improved stage, which basically gives you expertise if you already have proficiency, stuff like that. So that's what you find in that one. And Harry,
Red
give
will
me an
pocket
investigation
that,
check.
and he will point to the door to the south and say, "Hey, look, it's the door you failed to open."
You do see at the far south side, like, basically you see like an outline of kind of a person shape extending up, and there's just a little bit down at the bottom that's still connected on one side.
Hello, old friend. We meet again. And this time I will defeat you.
But yes, Harry, give me an investigation check.
14.
Yeah, roll me a
Better than
D100.
Halo.
It was better than Halo.
Nice.
Oh, god damn it.
I rolled a nice 69,
Hell yeah.
baby.
Okay, yeah. So
you find
Can't
a
make this
condom. No,
Too easy.
Yes, I wanted
you
one of these.
you actually open up one of the other footlockers. You can basically like rush through all the ones after Dread finds one cool, something cool, and you get down to the last one in the room, and you open it up, and you pull out this long brown kind of like coarse fiber robe. Yeah, you get the sense that if you were to
69.
spend some time, you get the sense if you were to spend some time on this, you would get some additional benefit, but it'll take a minute for you to attune to it.
69 and got a pervert's robe.
Look, guys, I'm a doctor. You don't know how much bone it is.
Okay.
But yeah, for now, just put into your inventory that you are, or onto your sheet that you are wearing the brown robe.
Wearing a brown robe, baby.
So he basically just looks naked.
I mean, it matches your fur color fairly. It's a bit of a lighter shade of brown than your fur color, so it it doesn't quite clash. It's just kind of like, they don't quite meld super well either.
How do you guys like my highlights?
It also, you could tell it would normally hang down around a normal sized creature's like feet. This thing's like up like just barely like above your knees. And it's like kind of it should be long sleeves that come over your hands, and it's just coming up to like mid forearm.
Harry, where'd the top half of your pants
Yes.
go?
Fat boy in a little coat.
You just call me fat?
Absolutely not.
It is supposed to wrap around
I think
the
he
front.
may have called you
Actually,
fat.
Wookiees are kind of skinny. It does wrap around in the front.
I say no such thing.
Why would you do that, Jonathan?
Can we just move on to the next room, please?
Would you like to take on the next door?
What if there are cool robes going around? I would like to look for one too.
You can give me an investigation check.
But first, she's gonna cast guidance on herself. She got 16.
Okay. Yeah, you can roll a D100.
See, Halo,
Thank
that's how you
you.
do it. Even a blind person
61.
can find something.
Dangerously close.
You actually do find another robe.
Sweet.
Yeah!
We're like twins now. No one will be able to tell us apart.
That's not how
Nobody.
that works.
It'd be almost impossible.
Yes. So you've all, where to next?
I don't know. Unless anybody has any other ideas, I was going to do this guy.
Do it.
All right.
You open that one and it goes into the same kind of like exterior hallway for the ring that goes around the outside of the.
I know it's not safe to go off by yourself. You might get hit by a door.
Doors don't work like that here.
How do you know? Have you searched every door and
Because they've all just been sliding
have
open.
you searched every door in this section? How do you know that they're not, planning something?
I mean, I can if you want me to.
We'll get there. We'll get there. Anyway, just don't, split off too far to assure that the doors aren't, plotting to rise up against us or something.
Harry's gonna try this door.
More hallway.
See? It didn't open like a regular door.
Did you trap yourself on the geometry?
Yes, I can't move it.
See, I told you, they're plotting. They're sinister.
And he's gonna open this one again.
And once again, more hallway. And you do see at
Look
the
at that.
far side of this one that the door is labeled as hangar as well. Similar, like the same kind of style of like sign that was slapped on the doors back in the kind of meeting room type space.
You see? That door slid open towards us. Open
This
door.
one has a red light on it indicating that it is locked due to environmental reasons.
He's just gonna. Why isn't this one opening?
I told you, they're planning something. We're gonna.
And he runs back to the door behind him to make sure it still works.
It still works. It closes and reopens.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay, we're not trapped in here.
Considering that this place sunk to the bottom of the ocean, I don't think they've really had that much time to plan whatever you're worried about.
Don't know doors like I do.
That sounds valid. All right. So how do we open this door?
I guess
I
there's
guess
an
it is.
override somewhere, but we're going to get pummeled by water once we do.
I've got a slicer's kit and a mechanics kit. One of those should be able to.
Wait, how do you know we're gonna get?
Well, I
Because
think
it's happened before.
right. I think it means that it's flooded.
I mean, that is more than likely to be the kind of hazard that it is locked off for, since we're underwater, and it's a hangar.
Do we need to
The
get?
hangar that we were in
Do we
was
need to-
underwater.
Do we need to get to the hangar? Is what we're looking for? Is it? Do we think it's in there?
I'm not sure. There were a couple other doors that we haven't checked yet.
With your intelligence, you would figure that wherever the access point that Lynn told you about probably isn't inside of a hangar.
Oh, I want to see if there's water on this. Can I put my vibro battle axe into the crack and just?
You could.
Well, I'm not gonna open it fully. I just want to and see if there's water that comes through.
I'm gonna go ahead and go behind the other door.
Okay.
As he
Is
says.
anybody else
Oh.
getting out of that room?
I'll follow
I'm getting out of the room.
Okay. And then are you closing the door behind you?
Oh gosh.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
shutting the door behind us. Yes.
Okay. So Harry, give me a strength check, please, at advantage.
21.
Yeah, you start to open it, and you do get a little bit of a spray at first, and then the seal on the doors just bursts open, and you get pummeled backwards. Give me a dex save, please.
12.
Okay, you take 2 points of bludgeoning damage, or kinetic damage, which you don't actually take because of your damage reduction. But yeah, this room is starting to flood.
I guess I'll just run back to the door. I can open it from this side, right?
Yeah, you can open it from this side.
Okay. Open and then close it.
Yeah, a little bit of water comes in, enough to kind of get everybody's boots wet, but
Red just looks down.
There's only a little bit of
And-
water.
His mechanical mouth smirks.
all right. So where to next?
But it was a duel back this
to
way.
the other side.
And he'll go
Yep.
into the door to the south of the hallway.
Yeah, back to that room.
And
There's
there's
one
another
more door
door
right there.
to my east, if I see correctly.
There is a door there. It is currently locked. Does not have that same kind of environmental, warning next to it, but it is locked.
I could unlock this.
You got it, or do you want me
You
to?
need any help?
Why don't you do it?
He's gonna use his vibro battle axe again.
All right, strength check at advantage.
12.
Yeah, it's enough to go and crank it open. It takes a minute of you kind of really working it, but you're able to get it to open. And inside of this room, you all see that there are a bunch of data banks and multiple access ports all over the place. A lot of different systems in here. Seems like a data storage room.
This is boring. There's nothing in here.
Red will just slip in past Harry, and his eye is cybernetic eyes will just glaze over, and his mechanical pupils will dilate.
It's like nothing I've ever dreamed of.
It actually,
This is
even for
heaven.
non-technical people, it's pretty aesthetically beautiful. The Kaminoans have a real sense for architecture and nice curves to their electronics you wouldn't normally expect. There's a lot of room for airflow and good cooling and all the things you really want.
Everybody out? I need a moment.
Harry's just flexing thank you. I mean, I do work out.
I need a moment with these machines.
You need any help? Just let me know.
Ayla will go out into the hall
Ew.
and is my death stick dry yet?
It is finally dry.
Okay,
yes.
he will light up and lean against the wall and take a couple puffs.
To start with, how long would it take for the tool improvement device to improve a tool?
It would take an hour of applying it. It's basically a tuning to an item.
Everybody out?
We're
Get
outside.
out. Stop yelling.
Oh, your tokens aren't outside. Anyway, he will take the hour to improve his slicer's kit. So
Okay.
I would like to use my new and improved slicer's kit to feverishly search through all of
Okay.
these data banks.
Yes, right before you do that, both Granny and Harry. As the hour passes, you spend some time with this robe that you've been wearing. You both now have a +2 to your defense rolls in addition to your current defense bonus while wearing these robes. You feel, Granny in particular, as you put it on, you actually kind of feel the force has particularly been imbued into this robe, and you can just feel the energy and how it'll kind of help deflect things away from you to protect what's in. Harry, you're not really attuned to the force, so you don't know. So, Dread, you are in there now, and you want to start feverishly checking in, I believe, as you said, with your Slicer's kit.
Yes, like
so
a kid in a candy store.
Go do your insane mastery level of your Slicer's kit that you now have.
Yes.
R5, if you want to
please.
also perform your own check while he's doing this, you may.
Alrighty, I would like to do so. And
Natural.
okay, yeah, I don't
40
think,
for a total
I'm just happy
of
to
30.
help. Yep,
Tell me what I find, please.
everything.
Tell me something. Oh, I can't. say
Okay,
that.
so here
Damn.
we will get to you in a moment, but first we're gonna go with R5, what he finds. R5, you start digging in through here. You get tapped in. You do, as you're sifting through all these files, trying to find any kind of like storage areas, databases, stuff like that, access points and things. You find a note in a journal that Lynn wrote, like a kind of scientific record type thing of experiments. And there you go.
Experiment 626.
And while I leave you to go read that, should be in your journal now, Dread, you also find a different journal of Lynn's as one of the things while you're searching. So I'll go ahead and put this one in here for you. You also, while you're searching through, do find the specific kind of program subroutine within the computers that you need to activate and run to go and clear this side of it. Once you go to the other sector that Lynn had indicated, you now can go there and perform the same operation and get access to all the research that she was saying is kind of locked in this 2-stage access system that she put in because she's a little bit paranoid.
Cool. And he will finish up, and he'll walk out of the data room with this post-research glow about him.
That's one way to say it.
Oh, you're still here? Okay. Yeah, we're good.
Oh, yes. Real quick, actually, before you say that, was there anything that Ayla wanted to do during this hour? other than
Nope,
just smoking
he
stuff?
just wanted a moment of silence and his death stick, and he got that.
Perfect. You got it.
There you go.
So,
You know those things will kill you, right?
Yeah, Jonathan, you shouldn't be doing that.
Thank you.
Listen to your
Thank you.
grandmother,
Thank you.
please.
It's like I have 2 grandmothers now. I think he's done though, so
At least you finally.
maybe we can get a move on. You found what you're looking for?
Yeah, we can go to the next sector.
Where do we go for that?
There's 1 or 2 ways we can get there. I'm presuming we can go back the way we came, or we could go for a swim.
And you guys were making.
I thought it
fun
was-
about
I thought it was
Are
only-
droids
Look at that.
capable of swimming?
Wait, didn't you say it was only like knee high?
I don't know why we would go for a swim.
real quick, I will just say, while you are both poking around through, you do find some basic overlay of this sector or this area of the city with these various sectors. You do know there is one other large tunnel extending off in the general direction you know you need to go from this sector.
Right. Sorry, that was what I meant by back the way we came.
Gotcha. Cool. Just because the way you came is very much collapsed and would also involve a swim. Yes.
Yeah.
My vote
Just
is for
wanted
the
to make sure
option
we're on the same page.
that doesn't involve water and sensitive electric.
Is it a sensitive electronics though?
Well, I know that.
Yeah, when
suppose
you
off we go.
submerge it in water, it tends to break.
Dread also, I think, he had a hard time last time he got wet, so.
It wasn't the getting wet part that was the problem. Start limping towards the door.
I shall follow.
Yeah.
I don't know where to go.
All right. So, just for the sake of you guys not having to keep wandering around, you're able to find the doorway that leads out of this sector and will lead off into another very long, dark, unpowered tunnel extending off into the vastness of the deep ocean. And we are going to go ahead and call it there for the night, unless you have one last thing you want to do.
Would like to, before we head off, hang back with R5.
Okay, sure. Yeah, we can do that.
And just once again, attempt to whisper.
Yeah, I would say this will happen as you're all starting out down this hallway. You can kind of hold it back a little bit and actually get a little more separation so you can have the conversation privately enough. But give me a stealth check.
Double 12s for double 13s.
Yeah, so Harry and Granny don't hear specifically what you're saying, but they notice that you're kind of actively holding back this time. Alo's just way too off in his own death stick addled brain to have any sense of what's going on. So yeah, the two of you are held back a little bit. What do you want to talk about?
All right, so did you find any did you find Lynn, as it were?
Nothing on her at this time. You find also what's the context here? Why are they important to you?
The Kaminoan.
Oh, that was her. Right.
You sure you didn't find anything?
I was keeping an eye out for it, but nothing came up. Did you find anything?
Yeah, I found something.
Yeah, there you go.
Doesn't make a lick of sense without. It feels like there's a missing piece.
I mean, out of character, I got a 22. Did that uncover anything, or?
Yeah, I said you found a journal of Lynn's in the system, and it's
I thought you were talking to.
It's in your journal now.
Oh.
So if we want to do a quick little rewind, and if you want to, if you want to lie about it, then you certainly can. But
no, I want to be suspicious of. No, go ahead. It's up to you, Jack. You're the one who made the choice.
Yeah, I'll share what I found with Dread. It seems like it's something that was from a while ago. So something about development, something about adolescence. So is this the missing piece you were looking for? Or?
There's no way. I'm sorry. We were going to the other room, yeah?
We were. You have that missing piece moment yet?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is this a good missing piece moment? Bad missing piece moment?
I think I might know why I am the way I am.
Cool. 3 cheers for self-discovery?
I'm talking about this, and he just points to all of the cybernetics on his body. I'm talking about the fact that I've had someone chasing me for the entirety of my life. Trying to destroy me. Trying to remove me from the galaxy. For seemingly no reason. There's only 2 people who can hate you that much. A lover and a brother.
And there you have another thrilling session of Starships and Scoundrels. Remember to subscribe and tune back in next week to see what else may happen to the crew of the Mayday. If you don't want to wait quite that long, go ahead and check out the channel, because we have tons of other videos about RPGs, board games, video games, movies, pretty much everything nerdy under the sun. Thanks as always for watching, and may the Force be with you.
Ooh, spicy.
Love it. I knew it. Granny is Lynn.
Hopefully the lover and the brother are not the same person. That would be quite the turn.
I hope so too.